Okay, in this video I'm going to show you how to replace a cabin air filter in a 2000 to 2005 Monte Carlo. It'll work the same in a 97 to 03 Regal or Grand Prix, as well as I think the 04 to 08 Grand Prix. So to start, basically we have to, the cabin air filter is located right down here, so we have to remove this piece here. It's held in place by these little clips. First thing we're going to do is hop inside the car and adjust the wiper. Okay, so inside the car, you can put it on to run, get your wipers up, and then just stop it when they're up like that, just to give you better access in there. Okay, so next we're going to remove this weather stripping and then this washer line. So these will just peel back. You only have to do halfway to expose to there. And these just unclip. And if you do that one as well, just make it a little easier. Okay, now we can go ahead and pop these out. Just get your screwdriver in there, like so. A pair of pliers will get that out. This one here you just have to unscrew. Alright, so once those are all out, you can pick this piece up, and you'll see that's your cabin air filter there. Over here, you just have to work that out. And you can just pull that out of the way and set it aside. And just take note of how your filter is aligned in there. I'm just going to pull it out like so. As you can see, there's quite a bit of crud in there. A lot of times these will get very moldy as well. I also like to shine a light down in there, just make sure there's nothing in there that would cause damage to that fan. So this is our new filter. The pull tab there is at the front. And over here it is marked which way the air is to flow. So air flows in, that's your bottom, that's your top. These guys, they are got some little bends in them, or cuts in there, relief cuts to bend in. They can be a little tricky, but you just have to make sure it is completely seated in there. If you can start with this back corner, it's usually easiest. Okay, so that new one's in. Back on this corner and on this corner back here, you probably can't see that, but there are two tabs that the filter needs to slide up under. And now we're just going to go ahead and replace everything that we took off. A couple things to note about this piece of weather stripping didn't come on all cars, especially earlier Grand Prix. So if you are in a junkyard, that's a handy thing to pick up. That'll keep water, drain it out to each side so it doesn't get in your filter. That's usually where a lot of the mold will come from if you're having that issue. And then the other thing is, again, some earlier Grand Prix do not have a split here. There is just one piece, so it can be a little bit tricky. You kind of have to bend that up to get the filter out. If that doesn't work, you will have to remove that wiper arm. So to replace these little guys, you just go squeeze them together, push them down. And this piece here is keyed. So you're just gonna put those in. Like I say, that guy just screwed back in. Push those down. Re-secure your washer fluid line. And weather stripping. Okay, so our last step here is just to return those wipers back down to their parked position. And now when your heater's running, if you were smelling a moldy smell or stale smell, that should be pretty much taken care of. And in this case, everything is smelling fine in this car. So that's the first thing to look at if you are noticing that in your vehicle, is check that cabin air filter. GM recommends replacing them every 15,000 miles, but I don't know, that seems quite excessive to me. Usually in the spring and fall is when I do mine, so twice a year, and you should be good with that.